Good morning, everyone. It is August 20th, 2023. It's Sunday, and it's time for your weekly spiritual reading. I'm Dolly, and this is the Wolf Girl Oracle. All right, so let's get over to the other camera, and we'll get our weekly reading started. Okay, so I got a new camera, so I'm hoping you guys will be able to see me better. We're going to be using the Modern Way Tarot today as our deck, the Modern Way Tarot. And one of the things I really like about this deck is it comes with this card. This is the way. This is the way. So if you're a Star Wars fan, you know why that means something to me. I love it. Anyways, let's get started here. I am going to ask, as I shuffle, the angels to protect us, the spirits of the land and my home, the Landvatir and the Husvatir, to surround us, and I'm going to ask the ancestors to give us wisdom. Spirit, what do we need to know for this week? Please and thank you. You guys will have to tell me if you like this new camera. It's a little bit of a wider angle. And I'm hoping it makes my head look a little less big. So we'll see. All right. Oh my gosh, cards are flipping out already. So I'm going to take this first card as the past influence. It is the Ten of Cups, but it's in the medicine position. For our present circumstance, Spirit, we have the Eight of Wands in the medicine position. For the unexpected issue, we have the Hermit. For the best course of action, we have the Six of Pentacles in the medicine position. And for the outcome, we have the World. All right, let's take a look at this. All right, so for the past influences, we have the Ten of Cups in the medicine position. Can you guys hear me? And this card is the card of disharmony. I actually feel like that's a really appropriate card for what I've been feeling in the collective. And if you guys are sensitive, I'm sure you've been feeling it too. I think that the indictments in Georgia have reawakened the disharmony that our country has been dealing with, really since the beginning of the Trump era. And I feel like that was really strong this last week because of the indictments. So moving on, the present circumstance, we have the Eight of Wands in the medicine position. And this is kind of the unfocused energy card, the no direction card, the kind of stuck in a maze kind of feeling card. And if you guys can remember back to the vision that I had on August 8th, the 8-8 Lionsgate vision that I had, I was already picking up on that. There was a lot of just sort of aimlessness in the collective, people searching for something to believe in, people just listening to the loudest voices because at least it's something to follow, because right now they have no direction. And I feel like that is where we are right now. You know, we're kind of flailing. So for the unexpected issue, I have the Hermit. The Hermit. And, you know, the Hermit is a very introspective, reflective kind of card. You know, it's a card that's asking you to kind of go within, seek your higher self and find your direction that way, instead of looking outside of yourself for something to believe in and something to cling on to. This is asking you to just to connect to the divine, you know, reflect on it, connect to the divine, and find your direction that way instead of looking to outwardly things, you know, because that right now is just, there is so much corruption. I mean, it's unreal. And anything outside of yourself right now, I'm not sure could even be trusted, you know. I'm hoping you could trust me, but I swear I'm giving you this from my heart, you know, from my heart and from my higher self. But really, anything you're seeing on TV, in videos, really anywhere, you know, you're going to have to take with a grain of salt and reflect on it. Go to your be the hermit and reflect on it, you know. For the best course of action, we have the Six of Pentacles, and it's in the medicine position. And I often think of this card, and the feel that I get from this card is, this is the selfish card. You know, the best course of action is selfishness. Now that sounds crazy. You know, why would you, we're taught all of our lives, oh, don't be selfish, don't be selfish, don't be selfish. I think in this instance, what we're being told by Spirit is, be mindful of the time that you're spending caring and feeding yourself. And I'm talking about spiritually caring and feeding yourself. Be a little selfish, be a little center focused right now. Don't look to the outside, look to the inside, and connect to your higher self and get your information that way. Get your point of direction that way. Look for your primary point that way, instead of going to TV or even card readers. Okay, we're not the ones that are living your life. You need to go inward and do it for you, from you. Does that make sense? This is the way. This is the way. And then lastly, we have the outcome, and it is the World. And this is a completion card. It's a success card. I feel like what Spirit is saying is, if you follow this advice, you're going to find yourself. You're going to find your direction. You're going to find your way. As long as you're going inward to fulfill yourself and get that sense of belonging, you know. You don't have to belong to a political party. You don't have to belong to a religion. You don't have to belong to a special club in order to be someone of worth. You already got all that in you. You already are a person of worth. Okay? Honestly. So don't cling to these outside things and make them a huge part of your identity, because you're always going to end up in disappointment. There's always going to be another group or another person or something outside of yourself that's going to be louder or smarter or whatever and make you feel small. Right now, half of the country is looking at this indictment thing with Trump and feeling very, very like they got to put themselves on guard, you know, very protective of themselves, very, how do I put this into words? Where half of the country is feeling like it needs to be defensive, and half of the country is feeling like it needs to be offensive, because people have divided themselves into these groups and have tied their personal identity to these things. And look what's happening. Look at the violence. Look at the rage. Look at the anger. None of this matters. I mean, it does a little bit matter, right? We want our country to be run by good people, you know. But your personal identity and your self-worth should not be tied into your political persuasion. You should not feel like you're better than or less than anyone else because of your personal political views. You're a human being worthy of love regardless. Regardless, okay? And once you start seeing other people as being human beings who are worthy of love regardless, maybe we'll get back into that harmony, that place that we need to be, that harmony. You know, we'll be able to flip the script on this and flip the script on this and flip the script on this. But it's going to take the collective acting as a unified people, human beings. All right, let's go back to the other camera. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming today and hearing this message from Spirit. It felt pretty powerful. And I'm glad that you were here for it. You know, I'm just a vessel working with Spirit. That's all I am. That is all I am. I am no better than any of you. No more connected than any of you can be. Okay? You guys all have this in you too. But I do love my connection, and I want to share all of this with you guys because you guys mean everything to me. So I love you. You guys have a great day. I will see you all again on Tuesday for a drive and talk. All right. Take care, everybody. All right. Bye-bye.